Okay, that was really hard to set up the OBS software for some reason to record this. But anyway, this is my list of names. There's 34. I was hoping the right one would just come to me, but it hasn't yet exactly. Some of them kind of jump out a little bit more than others. So what I thought I would do is go through and just take off the ones that didn't feel right away and sort of kind of talk about each one and go through. So this is a kind of tea, and I just kind of don't think it's for her. Um, May, I like May quite a bit actually. I mean, these are all, well, most of them are really good names. Um, that's why I get stuck on every single one. It's like, well, May's good. Zoe is one of the ones I'm really leaning towards. I've always liked the name Luna. Um, so there's that. Gretchen is just kind of fun, but I don't know if I would actually call her Gretchen. Like it's kind of weird to call your cat, be like, "Hey, Gretchen, Gretchen." But I kind of like it, so it's like this is so hard. And like Greta's nice. These are all great. Um, I don't think I'm gonna call her Mayuri. This is too long. Kira is a fun name, but I feel like it's pretty common, but it'd be neat to have another K name with my name. I'm not gonna call her Violet. I decided that. So we're making uh some progress with this, you know. Why can't we strike through this? It's Alt Shift 5, and now we can't do it for some reason. I don't know why. It's pretty annoying. Um, yeah. I don't know. That was weird. Well, anyway, I'm not gonna call her Deborah, even though that'd be really funny. Well, I don't understand why it's not working anymore. We can't strike through these names. And that's kind of frustrating because like we clearly did with these. So why is it so hard to do with the other ones? You know, like I want to strike through this one too. I don't know. What? I don't know what is happening with the computer right now at all. Okay, now it works. Okay, I do not understand, but whatever. Maybe some key was being pressed or something. So, um, yeah, Gretchen. I don't know. Anyway, I'm not gonna call her Violet. That's where we were kind of left off over there. Melba's nice name. Clara's. They're all great. Okay, Tara. I'm not gonna call her that because it sounds too much like Tara, and I don't want to name her Tara. And so yep. Meredith is pretty funny, but we're not gonna name her Meredith. It's too long. I don't want to name her Deborah or Felicity. I love the name Matilda, but it might be kind of long. Mildred's funny, but no, I'm not gonna name the cat Nacho. As funny as that is, she's not really a Toru, so I'm not gonna name her that. Penelope is cute, but I'm just gonna say no. Daisy is also a really cute name. Obviously, it was um, Grandma and Grandpa's dog's name, so I kind of don't know if I should use that. And yeah, it kind of fits her though in some ways, but a lot of these names kind of fit her. I'm not gonna use that one. So we're getting rid of quite a few now. Um, I love Maggie. I like Molly, but I know too many Mollys, and it'd be weird if the cat's name was Molly. I like Suki especially from Avatar, so that from that show, so that would be a good name. So we've crossed off quite a few here, but there's still just so many to go. Um, Parsing back down the list, I like Anya a lot. Uh, Matilda. Matilda's a great name for her, but it's 3 syllables, and I feel like it should be 1 or 2 syllables because it's just long basically to have a name that's 3 syllables. Um, so it really kind of fits her though. So I'm kind of gonna keep it in case maybe I want to shorten it or something. Um, Gretchen, I'm gonna just well, Greta, I don't want Greta actually. I just decided I don't want it. All right, so this is my first run through at trying to get rid of some names. Just gonna go through each one again now and kind of see like of the ones left, what do we think? So this is my first sweep. I'm gonna go ahead and just start deleting uh the ones that I didn't like. Oop. Oh, that's there we go. Um, yeah, I didn't like those ones. Mildred. I like the names in general, but it might not be right for her. Okay. We're still left with a lot. Um, that's 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. So 18 names. That is an even number, which is nice. So I might be able to um, kind of pair them off tournament style. You know what I mean? So that would be interesting. We could do that. So let's do that. Why not? Just which one is better than which one, and then go from there. It's tough though. It is so tough. All of them are like I don't know. Okay, so here's our first tournament. And we're gonna start with, I guess, at the beginning, May or Zoe. And this is tough because I like the name May a lot, but I guess I don't think I would call her May that much. She could be a May, but I do like the name Zoe. So the winner for that one's gonna be Zoe. All right, between Luna and Gretchen. This is tough. This is really tough. Gretchen's just funny, but I don't think she's a Gretchen. I mean, she's a kitten right now too. It just makes this a little bit harder. Mipsy or Sophie. Well, I love the name Mipsy. It's just fun. It's whimsical, and Sophie's a good name. Um, I don't want to name her Sophie though. I feel like that's just too generic. There's too many of them, so Mipsy's gonna win out on that. Kira or Melba? Well, Melba's one of my favorite Animal Crossing characters, and a kind of toast. Melba toast cookie things. Kira is also just really common, and she kind of behaves like a Kira, but I guess Melba would win. I'm gonna guess neither of these names is actually gonna win. Clara or Belle? Belle is just so common, so it lost. It's a good name, but Lily or Una. Again, Lily is just too dang common. I don't want it. Okay, getting into the hard one. This is a hard one here because I like both these names a lot. Matilda and Nancy. It's really tough. So Matilda or Nancy. I don't know. I mean, they're you gotta imagine yourself using it, It's like Matilda is 3 syllables, and that kind of gets me, Like Nancy is a lot easier to say. Like, Nancy, come here. Like, I don't know. I don't really know if I want to call her Nancy as a full-grown cat, though. So that's important to keep in mind. Um, but Matilda's just too long. I'm only gonna pick it on the preface that maybe it could be shortened. Okay, Anya or Maggie? This is a tough one. I love the name Anya. I love Maggie too. Oh man, I love the name Maggie. Yeah, but Anya's a great name, and it's in an anime I'm watching right now, so it's tough. Um, Anya. Like, is it easy to say? Like, I don't know. These two are just so good. I honestly don't know. I think that in this one, I would pick Suki. So we have a winner there. But between these two, maybe we can just leave them up, you know? Well, because if you split, we had what was it, 18 names left, I think. If you split that in half, I mean, how do you get 18? It's 9 and 9, so maybe it's good to just leave these two to compete, um, right? So we'll just keep them around and then have 10? Is that correct? Let's find out. Uh, so we'll get rid of these, kind of clean this up here. So this is going to be our next uh, pairing. Oof, it's getting down to the wire. This is tough stuff. I think that we were supposed to have Yuna there. Yeah, just do that, and then Matilda one. So, oh boy, it's not gonna be easy. It's a different pairing though. Yeah, so this is interesting. Okay, now we're down to the not the semifinals, but we're getting close. 5 different rounds here. Really getting tough. Let me say this. This is really a tough decision. Um, all right. So first, we're gonna start in the middle between Clara and Yuna. Yuna's a Final Fantasy character, and that's cool. But I don't know that much about Yuna, and she doesn't really resemble any of Yuna's behavior. So it is going to go to Clara. All right. You know what? I could just make this a little bit easier. I could just go like this. Go like that's the winner. Okay. Oh, I don't even. I just like don't want to like do these because it's just too hard. Um, between Mipsy and Melba, that's tough. But I just don't think she really resembles a Melba, even though I like the name Melba. So Mipsy wins. Okay, some of these are getting real tough though. These next three are gonna be really tough. Um, it's definitely down to the wire here. Between Maggie and Suki. I mean, I know about the character Suki. I like the name Maggie. I guess it's kind of weird to call her Suki. And we might want to test some of these too, because if she seems to respond better to some of them, maybe she has a preference. I don't know. Um, it's really tough. Uh, I I don't know. I really don't know. This is too hard. Too hard. Um, choosing between Zoe and Luna. Uh, I like the name Luna, but it's pretty common for animals, I think. And Zoe is probably common for animals as well. But I think this might be surprising, but I think I'm gonna choose Zoe over Luna. It just sounds right. Okay, now we've at least done that. That was hard work. It just gets harder and harder though, especially with these two and these two. Like really tough. Matilda or Anya. So tough. I love the way the name Matilda looks, but when I say it, Matilda, the "m" isn't that powerful in the beginning. With a lot of these names, the first syllable is like Luna. I mean, that one's not even picked, but like Zoe has a big emphasis on the first syllable. Mipsy does. Clara, um, Anya does. Like it's Matilda doesn't really. The way we say it is like we don't say Matilda. It takes effort to say it that way. It rolls off the tongue more like Matilda, and so it's like she's gonna be called like probably gonna be called something like Tilly or something like that, or like Tilda. And I kind of don't want that sound, I guess, like Tilda, Tilly. That's cute, but I don't know. I think we're just gonna pick Anya over it. I know. They're all good at this point, so I could change my mind. Okay, between Maggie and Suki, that's a really tough one. It would be fun for people who liked Avatar, to know that that's my cat's name, but that would be for them. It wouldn't be for her or for me. And I've always loved the name Maggie. I even like the long form of it, Margaret. Um, so boy, I think we're probably gonna go. Um, boy, it's just tough though, because I like the name Suki. I like the idea of Suki, but when I say it, I think Maggie's gonna win out. Okay, that was hard. You know. Now we enter a whole nother tournament. So we're just gonna take these names, and I know it's sad because I like some of them. And, we might go back, might change our mind, but we're gonna get rid of them. And well, we can't pair it off evenly, so we'll just have to decide if we want one of these to go or not. I think what I'm gonna do is probably say I want to unbold these names. There we go. Clara is a very cute name, but she doesn't look like a Clara to me. And it doesn't necessarily mean that that name was better than the other ones, just how the tournament ended up. Now we are in the semifinals. If I actually keep the name that I pick with this, and this is really hard. So between Zoe and Mipsy, Mipsy's a very silly name, like Miss Mipsy, and I kind of feel silly calling her that. And It's fun, but as an adult, I just don't think that she would really like that. So I'll pick Zoe. Okay, Anya or Maggie. This is bloody tough, as I like the name Anya from the anime. And I was really leaning towards this name for a long time this whole week. I mean, I was definitely leaning towards Anya. But like, do I like the name outside of the context that it was in the anime? And the answer is not that much, I guess. And like, I gotta imagine saying it too. Like, come here, Anya. You gotta like, it takes work to say ah, as opposed to like something else for me. I don't know why. Anya. Um, and she just doesn't really seem like an Anya. Like when I look at her, she doesn't look like an Anya. Which means Maggie wins. I know! A shocking turn of events. And now we are at the finals, which is just crazy. Between Zoe and Maggie. And, this is not easy. When you really look at her, you gotta look at her and then think, you know, um, what does she look like? Is she a Zoe or a Maggie? And as I pull up, some pictures of her right now and think about, what she looks like, um, she just looks like a Maggie. Now, this is not final because I don't know if she will take to the name or not, but we might try it out. So, thanks for sticking with me through this interesting event. I like this name a lot. I think it kind of fits her, but we'll see. We will try it out today. I didn't know this was going to be the name. I honestly didn't know what her name was going to be. I thought, oh, it's going to be Zoe. Oh, it'll be Anya. And I was flipping and flopping. I didn't know this was going to happen. So, some things in life, it's like, I guess I didn't really realize that I would pick this name over the other ones. But I also didn't really give it a lot of thought. Now, if we go back to that full list, was there anything on there that I liked more than Maggie? Like, I guess not, judging by this tournament style system. So, yeah, we shall see what happens. All right, thanks for watching.